Hello, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. This is Twana from Scent of Grace, coming to you live at the Agreeance of Time, Sunday, February 11th. It's approximately 5:11 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you'll bear with me, I'm just adjusting the frame for this altar. Okay, so I think we'll bear with it the way it is. I was trying to get a little bit more gold accent in the frame. Okay, that's better. And so I don't go live often, but Spirit inspired me to go live and to create this altar and to actually explain the altar. It's not complete, but it's pretty much set up. We will work on it together, and it's small, but it's quite busy. There's a lot going on. I'll explain every step of what it is, its intentions, how we'll use it, and I hope the energy of this altar blesses us all together, heart and spirit. And so the purpose of this altar is to celebrate the state of being and knowing. And that can be expressed in many ways. We could also term it very eloquently and say amor fati. That's being in love with your fate, or being in love with every step that you've taken in your journey, in your life. Additionally, that this is saying that divine energy and source energy and divine timing and the state that we are in currently is okay. That the state that we're currently in is perfect, that the state that we're currently in is fine, that the state we're currently in is love, that the state we're currently in is joy, that the state we're currently in may be learning, but the state that we're currently in is a positive outcome toward the greater good. And it is our opportunity, each deep breath we take, to allow the information and guidance available to us to process this. And so this is what we do at Scent of Grace. Everything we look at from the perspective of energy work. A lot of tuning into things on the metaphysical plane, looking at things from that dimension or this perspective. Scent of Grace is all about creating love language, living in love language, and of course this means and translates into walking in abundance. So What is your prosperity journey, and what is the prosperity talk and prosperity language and prosperity practices and so forth that so eloquently are the symphony of our lives? This altar is a part of it. This is, I know, a long and drawn and dramatic and luxurious introduction into what we are going to be doing here. And this is not a timed activity. Again, this altar is inspired in real time. It's something that I just set up and decided to, hey, Spirit decided, we're here, and hey, here we go. And so we've got this nice, shiny altar here based on a mirror. And so let's let the mirror represent your current state, your current person, place, thing. And keep in mind, anyone ready to participate in this level of alchemy needs to really be willing to embrace being and knowing. That means we're past asking for things. We are walking. Look at that quartz crystal just going, just going. We are past asking, and we are walking in the manifestations that make up our desires. And so that means we're emoting. We're thinking and feeling, heart and spirit, that which we desire. Look at that. At the 7-minute mark, I hit that. Spirit is in the house, y'all. And so we've got an altar here. I'm going to explain this altar. I've also got some alkaline water here, pH 8.8. And we're also going to invoke this lovely, we'll call it divination, that was created. Well, actually, it was created by my business partner. And he so graciously allowed me to hit it with the remix. And he and I had a conversation about it, and we decided that it's a piece of work that should be released to the public for the greater good. It is a beautiful medley and balance of divine masculine and feminine energy, which you will also see represented on the board, on the altar. Divine masculine, divine feminine, those are silver pieces. They are Liberty dollars. And so they represent the divine masculine and divine feminine energy so they represent balanced energy. That's why they're here. That's why they have a presence on this altar. And the mirror represents the person, the place, the thing, the current state that you're in, which we are accepting amor fati as a beautiful and lovely state. No matter what the physical reality looks like, we understand that the physical consciousness, the divine energy, the universal laws are working in symphony for our greater good, and that in an instantaneously, we propel. I'd hit that at 9:09. That was fantastic. Wow. So pardon me, I had to have a drink of this alkaline water because this energy is running through me. Again, this is not a timed exercise. I'm going to go ahead and continue to explain the altar. And so again, I did say that it comes along with a nice divination piece, a poem, a spoken word piece, a spell, whatever you would like to call it, some love language, whatever you like. Call it what you like. So we start with this beautiful mirror image of ourselves, and we are representing physical consciousness and physical reality. And so physical consciousness would be that which we are hoping for, so to speak, our greatest desire, spirit, the greater good. And this is represented by the left side here. So you'll see we've got the 24 karat pure gold. It just represents the purity of what life, being, knowing, existence, love has for us. And that's a beautiful balance of energy. And so that's why it's represented by some luxurious items here on the left side, or which is my left side. That's an envelope with a stack of money in it. And then we've got some more money. And then the gold. Fun things. We love money. We are money. Money is a spiritual thing as well. So on the right side of our altar, we at 11:31 that started. And so I only am time marking numbers because as I say different things, they hit at beautiful, important moments of time. And the numbers are palindrome numbers. So when I first started to introduce this lovely stack of grounding stones, that was at 11 minutes 31 seconds. So 1131. Forward, backwards 1311. So a combination of ones and threes. That means something very important. Numerology is important. It helps us to read the energy of what's going on around us and how we resonate. So we've got our lovely grounding stones here. This is a amethyst. And that's actually going to represent our crown. Of course, I have a lovely soy intention glowing right now. It's a beautiful soy candle. It is a hand-poured candle that I made myself. The scent is very fragrant. The scent register is light and sweet and peaceful, happy, joyful, spirited, yet it is there's a strength to it as well. And so that kind of, I think, speaks to all the energies that we are invoking and celebrating as we talk about and celebrate our divinity, because the piece that we cover is called I Am Divinity. And so again, we've got live light on the board, light on the altar. Okay, so we've got a lovely amethyst to represent our crown chakra. Next, we're going to pick something for the first eye. I'm going to pick a piece that's kind of non-traditional, but the shape of it is fantastic. So I'm being told to go down to root. This one is sticking out. So I'm going to lay them out and then I'll talk about them. Done. Yeah. I didn't change the radio station, so I hope it's not distracting. Oh, I forgot about it. Yeah, fine. But we're not going to use it for today. I'm trying to decide what to use for our heart chakra. Got this one. Hold on, let's see. Let me take a sip of water. Okay, you will pardon me for a moment. I'm distracted by this music. I've got to turn it off. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. So what we're doing right now is we're creating an altar that celebrates being and our beingness and our knowing. And with, oh my goodness, it is so asynchronous. I set that at 1818. Oh my goodness. I'm trying my best to contain myself. But this is really giving me the giggles. Oh my gosh, 1838. These numbers are fantastic. I hope that you all are feeling the energy as well. Oh my goodness. Okay. And so this piece is represented, there's a written piece to accompany this altar that we're creating together. It's called I Am Divinity. It's a lovely, balanced piece. It represents the divine feminine and masculine energies running through our experience. And it's really meant to celebrate and show gratitude, because gratitude is very, 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 very important. On the prosperity walk, 1929. Gratitude is very important, so we're going to take this moment to bless our beingness and our knowingness. And we're doing it with a really shiny, luxurious, small, petite, but lively little altar that we've got set up here. And then we've got a beautiful soy candle, which represents the light, because we are bringing light into and making room for our desires to not be planted, but to grow and to flourish in the rainforests of our lives. Pardon me, I've got to take a drink of alkaline water, pH 8.8. And so I've got lined up a fantastic array of beautiful grounding stones to represent our physical reality. Now, again, remember on the left side, we've got pure gold. It represents the purity, of the divine and fantastic way that spirit and spiritual laws work for us. It's up to us to see the beauty in every step that we take. And then on the left side, we've got these polished stones, but yet they are from the earth. They are grounding stones. At the very end here, a fantastic piece of quartz. The bottom side, as you can see, is a little bit cloudy, and then the upper half, as you can see, it gains more clarity. And so I'm going to lay it back down because this is important. It's ready to roll, ready to work. It's working. But I wanted to note this because if you think about this altar as a dimensional force, this lower quartz represents the earth, and it represents all these, and it's, in its cloudiness, but it filters. The soil filters. Think of soil, it does. That's what it does. It filters water and it cleans water. We come up to the clear portion of the quartz, which is representative of our human body. This is about our prosperity walk, celebrating it in all knowingness, all beingness, that we are in our most healthy mind, body, spirit, and soul. This is the core and most basic and most general definition for wealth consciousness. I'm just going to go ahead and just say that. So, yeah, if you have a response about that, you can place it in the comments. But, So definitely, we've got the quartz crystal to represent the beautiful flow of information from and through the earth's channels to us, our human body. Just think of your chakra as celebrated strings of confetti. If you were a puppet, they're beautiful like lasers that are just like dancing all around you, and they come in like beautiful colors. Oh my goodness, like where you think fireworks come from. And so we've got these beautiful chakra that are really the energy centers and the energy channels for all the things that we do. And so we're just saying, hey, we want to bless these energy channels. Whatever your belief system, it is always, I'm sure, welcome to place positive energy on your journey and on the things that you're doing and on your goals. So for everyone who is participating in this energy work and who is a viewer of my work and of this video, future works, and so forth, I do thank you for the attention and the focus that you are putting towards prosperity, because if you are prospering, the circulation you engage, of course, is something that will be celebrated by the greater good because it will touch others. Positivity rolls in waves. All right, so to finish up our altar, we are going to come in here and we're going to place in the super center, which is the heart chakra, of course, which is the most magnetic and magnified energy source of all. It is more powerfully generating than our cerebral complex. That would be our brain. The heart center is where it's at. And so this, I forget I think this is a tree agate. I'm not sure. I think it is. I think it's called tree agate. And so I want to show it to you on this side. However, I am going to place it on the shiny, deep, deep emerald side. The color of this stone is a deep, deep emerald. And then as you can see, there's like the white branching in there. Woo! This feels very good. I hope that you all were able to feel that surge as that stone was placed in line with the other stones, representing the wealthy chakra of a person, place, thing in their being, in their knowingness. We have to think of ourselves as energy. We are the person. We are that person. We are that place. We are the things that are in that place. And it's something to celebrate. We're celebrating our prosperity and our prosperity walks. And so I've talked enough about this altar. I do want to recommend that following this viewing, you are enjoying lots and lots of hydration. Pardon me, I'm going to take a water break. Enjoy lots and lots of hydration, because this is a high energy combination of words here. The vibrations are going to run through your body, through your being, through your knowing, and do a whole lot of things. And so you will thirst, and you may also tire, because it's going to and you're going to want to also, like I said, stay hydrated. But when possible, you're going to also want to, of course, take a nice bath or shower, because you're pretty much going to just want to wash at 2800, at 28 minutes that came through. You're going to want to bless your body. And if you're, into the natural stuff, you want to anoint your body with oil as well. I mean, we understand the anointments with oil. And if you don't, hey, go do some research. So definitely make sure that you drink your water, make sure that you get your rest, because you can expect DNA activation. Actually, it probably started like right when you were inclined to begin the viewing of this altar call. And so we're going to get into the piece. This is all about, if you wanted to slang the message here, you could say something like, my money is fine. Okay. The official spiritual name for this piece is Eye Am Divinity. And so it's in stanza format. Before I get started, I just want to give another note about how this video can be used in the future, how this altar call can be incorporated into your own private energy work at 2929 that came through. And so at any point where I mark the time, if that time resonates with you, you can go out and figure out, what those combinations of numbers are resonating, and what the messaging is for that. So what does the combination of 2s and 9s mean, for example? If at all, at any point, any of the time markers that I have mentioned speak to you, please feel free to look that up. Do some research. If you want to use the piece in the future, you would just come in at the point where I'm actually reciting the reciting this, and the word enchantment came to me. This is an enchantment, a celebration of being and knowingness. I am divinity. So let's get started. I am divinity. I am divine. The desires I seek, experienced in divine time. I am divinity. I am divine. The desires I seek, experienced in divine time. I am divinity. I am divine. The desires I seek, experienced in divine time. I am divinity. I am divine. The desires I seek are added to me as mine. I am divinity. I am divine. The desires I seek are added to me as mine. I am divinity. I am divine. The desires I seek are added to me as mine. I am divinity. I am divine. Physical consciousness. Now is the time. I am divinity. I am divine. Physical reality. Now is the time. I am divinity. I am divine. Physical consciousness. Now is the time. I am divinity. I am divine. Physical reality. Now is the time. I am divinity. I am divine. Physical consciousness. Now is the time. I am divinity. I am divine. Physical reality. Now is the time. I am divinity. I am divine. Celebrating divine law. This is divine. I am divinity. I am divine. Celebrating divine law. This is divine. I am divinity. I am divine. Celebrating divine law. This is divine. I am divinity. I am divine. Source within spirit. Live within and refine. I am divinity. I am divine. Source within spirit. Live within and refine. I am divinity. I am divine. Source within spirit. Live within and refine. I am divinity. I am divine. I see, so it is. My wealth resonance is fine. I would like to thank you, each and every one of you, for focusing your attention on this altar call to prosperity. It is a fantastic balance of masculine and feminine energy, is represented by the Liberty Dollars. We've got beautiful 24 karat pure gold and some other things to represent beautiful, lovely, physical consciousness. On the right side, we've got mostly polished gemstones from the earth, celebrated Mother Gaia, to represent physical reality, a beautiful journey from earth in light and love. We bless our prosperity journeys in heart and spirit. We walk knowing that our practical matters are handled, and we are ever appreciative for this. So thank you for reaching Scent of Grace and for viewing content on metaphysical energy and prosperity. Thank you.